Boys and girls, how's everybody doing? Back in good old Starfield. Before we get started, I wanted to do just a couple of things. I'm also doing my last second preparations. There we go. Things are looking good. Let's see, one last thing. All right, yay, we are good to go. So, yeah, I was finally able to get us up to the point where the UC Vanguard mission with the Terramorphs, so we can go talk to the council. But before we do that, I was thinking, well, you know, let me backtrack. We were talking a little bit about the skills, and I was telling you that I tend to save them up, you know, up to like 5, partly because let's go over here to combat. So anyway, so with the pistol certification, to get to rank 3, I had to, I don't know, maybe kill 50 things with pistols, people or animals. And so with that in mind, the early ones, I mean, really, the booster packs, the piloting stuff, the targeting, all of these are shields, payload. All of this is stuff that you should probably put points in early in the game, because like I said, the way you have to do challenges to be able to unlock the ability to get that next point. So in this case, I was able to get us up to unlock this rank 4, which will allow us to get our new ship. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that. And payloads, I think we're still doing that, so can't do anything there. I'm not gonna worry about security right now. Targeting system. Yeah, see, we still have to destroy 20 more ships before we can get that. Shields are fully maxed out, I believe. Oh no, we got the last one. Okay, let's go ahead and get that one. Excellent. And I am going to go ahead and do the pistol. That's 50%, right? Yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if there's a perk that you want, like, okay, so we've got 2 left, right? So is it Ryujin? I think we're gonna need stealth and theft. Let's see, where is, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put it, I haven't done it yet because I hear stealth is kind of broken, but I think you need it for the Ryujin and some of the other things that I've had to do where it's like they asked me to do stuff without being seen. I think stealth probably works for those. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then what do we have to do once we unlock it? Oh, 10 sneak attacks. So we'll just kind of keep that in our back pocket. And I'm going to work that up so that by the time that we actually need the skill, it'll be kind of leveled up and we'll be doing things up to that point. Oh, and then what was it? Theft. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put one here. And now we're good. So you kind of need to think long term. And I know you may not your build may not be in piloting, but trust me, you're going to want these things because you're going to be forced to do dogfights at some point. And trust me, it's a lot easier if you can get these things leveled up. And now we're good to get some more points. And now let's go get our new ship. I think it's an activity. Yeah, collect your new ship. Whoops. Alright, set course. Jump.
I have something for you.
Okay, so sorry that was a little bit on the boring side, the dry side, I understand. But I also do feel like it's somewhat important if you are just starting or haven't quite started playing the game yet. Oh, well, hold it. Let me back this up. Well, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I don't like the way my power is distributed, but it's not gonna matter because we're gonna switch ships here. So. Oh no, that's not what I want. Oh my god.
Solid docking job there.
Okay.
Nice work.
Wasn't paying attention. We want to dock to the ship. We found that out last time.
Nice. Clean sep there.
But I guess I just need to get close to it. Oops. Sorry. Okay, where is it? Ah, there we go. Ah, there she blows. Okay, a little sloppy. I'll admit. My bad.
Ship is now docked.
Okay, so we're
Perfect.
going to go ahead and board.
Didn't even smudge the paint.
Well, not on the docking. We smudged it pretty good on the way up to it. All right, now let's see. Where is our cockpit? You know, it's surprising little exploration space available for such a ship. Oh, I was going to drop, but yeah, I can see it's going to go multiple levels. So let's do this. Oh, I can't look around while I'm on the ladder. Okay, yeah, we definitely want to go down another level. Nice. And then we want on dock. And then we're going to go back to New Atlantis. And, you know, kind of going back to skills, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, so I wasn't really planning to get this max level on piloting just yet. I knew I needed it to fly these bigger ships. But again, that's kind of why I keep a couple, at least a point or two in my back pocket. So that when things like this pop up, you've got at least one point that you can take advantage of right then and there. You don't have to wait.
Jump complete.
You are entering
Wanna do it
United
again,
Colony
just for
space.
fun?
Maintain
that's-
course and
No?
prepare to be scanned.
Maybe later.
Oh, this is... Oh, it's not quite as big as I thought it was going to be.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
And it does have a weapon system, too. All right. Let's go ahead and open it. Yeah, that's right. I do want to go here. Because we're going to switch it back to our Star Eagle as soon as we land. Now, I want to take a little look around the ship while it's on the ground.
Hey, you might want this.
Okay, Barrett.
Fascinating.
You're not going to shut up unless I take it. So.
Yeah, I do.
Thanks. All right, now I want to come over here. Let's take a look. So I'm gonna guess it has a shit ton of cargo space. Yeah, not quite double, but almost double of the Star Eagle. Now let's see, can we... That doesn't look like we can make it our home ship from here. Not particularly attractive, I'll grant you that. But it was free, so hey, not gonna knock it for that. Let's go ahead and talk to
Need
this
some work
guy.
done? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. I'm sure you can find something you like.
And we want to... Oh, that's not the right view and modify. I don't know why I picked
How about
so.
it?
I just got home from work. I'm a little not quite back into my normal mindset. Okay, so make home ship. There we go. Nice. I do like this Star Eagle. Let's see now. Let's go ahead and make one little pit stop before we head to the mast district. Is this... Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's just hit... Actually, never mind. Because we've got the... I'm working on increasing my oxygen level for the third level. And you got to use up all your oxygen, hit CO2 burn 50 times. And I think I'm right around the 20 time mark. So let's just knock that out. Do one anyways. It's one of the few skills that you can kind of exploit like this. All right. Let's see. Now, Barrett, get out. Barrett. I'm gonna fast travel real quick to this. I want to see. We just got that message that this light in the dark. Yeah. Got updated, so I think we might be able to
Saw your ship come in.
do a quick little
Nice
interview and you know, make a couple of extra little points.
You talk and get paid. I spread the news. My source is back. Here to report anything else?
Oh, interesting. I wonder why
Back to the grind.
why it did that. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and make Eyewitness active. And then also, before we do that, I want to do one other little... I want to show you guys one other little thing that I had heard as a tip, and I was guilty of myself. And that is the legendary gear over advanced. And let me just show you real quick. I could tell you, but it wouldn't be as impressive, or I don't think it would make as much of an impact unless you can see it.
This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
And I'm traveling with Barrett because I'm... Alright, so I ended up
Let me know
marrying
when you're ready to take me along with you. Shit, it's only a few years.
Andrasia. It was really sweet. I even made a video of it. But when I got done and I rewatched it, it was kind of boring, I guess, because the ceremony was pretty quick. And then I just dawdled around the planet, went to an unknown structure and fought some spacers and did a uncharted geological event or whatever location. And what kind of made me think of that as we were heading here was that in miscellaneous, I got this as a gift from Andrasia. Apparently, every Varun child makes one. They raise a groat, and then as they reach adulthood, they slaughter it and they make a weapon out of its skull. It was pretty touching, actually, but I don't want to carry it anymore. I don't want to sell it. It's a quest item. Oh, so that maybe me and Andrasia still have more to do. I thought we had reached the end. But yeah, wow, I guess not. Let's see here. I guess let's just go to spacesuits. This will probably be good enough. But we were using... Oh, wait, is it still on my body, maybe? Oh, no, I sold it. That's right. Okay. Anyway, I think this will still work. Let's, So, yeah, so you got galvanized. Oh, that's advanced. That doesn't help because that's actually pretty good. Incendiary. Alright, well, anyway, so it's got whatever legendary spacesuit I was using before. I forget what the physical, energy, and electromagnetic resistances were, but as you can see, they're all down from what we have right now. Even though we don't have any extra traits, I guess, perks, if you will, like the O2 boosted, analyzer, incendiary. But again, look at that. That's 22. And the helmet we have on is 72. And it's just a basic advanced helmet. So let that be a lesson to you. Don't get so wrapped up in the legendary thing. Now, I did stick with my old pack because I do like the plus 20 carry capacity. To me, that's worth having a little less of damage resistances. Alright, so I think that's all the boring stuff out of the way. We can get right to it. Hey Ryan, what's up? Yes, I saw that. The fishing one, I think, is what you're talking of, and I know it's in Game Pass. I haven't tried it. Hillbilly Dale has done it, and he's liking it a lot. Right now, I'm just so deep into Starfield, I can't be bothered at the moment. I'll probably... Oh, you know who else told... You know who the first person to tell me about that was? Was TBL. But yeah, I'll probably take a look at that. Have you tried it yet, Ryan? Oh. Yeah, we should have done another oxygen depletion thing, but oh well.
Still no word from the cabinet. Anything you wanted to discuss in the interim? Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous.
I love this voice actor.
Wouldn't be
Her
a
voice
bad
is so
point
good.
for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
And she's really good at voice acting.
Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
Are you willing to tell me more about your father?
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy, perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
Your eyes are red. Is that a result of the cloning process?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything.
I guess I should have
Human
gone for the
eye
red
included.
eyes when I was making my character.
Where the name Red Devils
I don't recall
came from in
them
the first
saying
place.
anything about that.
It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Alright, I think that was everything.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin.
Phew, that scared me.
Please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue.
Alright. Yeah,
Here we
because
go.
I'm, playing on my own time, it had said that this thing was ready to go. I was scared that I messed up by not doing it sooner.
They drive a pretty hard bargain for new recruits. I certainly couldn't say no.
The other thing, I don't know why people are so out of whack that she's the clone of a man. I don't think that's actually a transgender. I don't know, but... I know that clones don't necessarily look identical to their original source. I know like dogs and sheep and stuff, they'll have different markings than for the original. But as far as gender, I don't know if that's possible. That might just be science fiction. Either way, I hadn't... I didn't even think it was going to be... I don't know. It didn't make me bat an eye when I found out, but apparently it's a controversy.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency. Just following orders, thanks. Don't keep my ship fueled. Okay, we're going with the first one.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
Let's see, we're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data. We need the archival data to find a way to stop a possible Terramorph apocalypse. I'm just here to talk about what happened. Hadrian's one with the grand plans. Remind me what's kept in these archives? Yeah, we're gonna go... Let's go with... I don't know. This one might be a little over the top. We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. That's true. We can't make an informed decision without data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
I know I've said this before.
Let's keep this civil, shall we?
I love her voice.
And
I
while
love
there should be
Adrian's
no
voice.
doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Well, it was a terramorph. It wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming. I only know what I was told. It's a tissue match. One's from Lindonium.
Captain?
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Duh. There's a chance what happened at Tau City could happen elsewhere. We need to grant the request. Yes, if the fears of data being weaponized, the terramorph program failed. The data is not dangerous. Personally, I would wait. We don't have... Nah, Madam President, if it were me, I wouldn't grant... No. I'm gonna go with the... second one.
It's forbidden knowledge for a reason, right? The reason being we weren't ready for it then. The question now is, how far have we come since then?
That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one. Very well, you have my agreement. The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Uh-oh.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack.
Barrett, why do
at
you
the
not have a
spaceport.
weapon out?
Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God. It's happening, folks. Don't panic. We need to focus.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later.
Maybe. How do you
Chief
know?
Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
All right, let's go. Come on, Adrian. Let's go. Get out of my way. I'm trying to save the city. Oh, this music is kick-ass.
You! The EM rifle, grab it!
More of this galaxy than most folks. That's always
Okay, I want to switch to that because I think that will do no damage to humans.
Please, enough.
Stop! Help us!
Don't you walk.
Okay.
Can't really blame them.
Why are these people marked? Okay, let's see, what does it say? Incapacitate the attackers. Are they not incapacitated?
It's in my head.
Oh, maybe I gotta get that line. No? No, it's not gonna let me. Okay. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Is this mission just cursed for me? Okay. Oh, I see. I guess not. I guess you gotta. There we go. All right. Sure would have been nice to be a little bit more clear about what was supposed to happen there. Okay. Oh, we gotta talk to this person. I gotta get to the spaceport.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under
What is wrong with you?
Influence, weren't they?
I don't know.
What is happening?
They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
All right.
I'm not suggesting. It's documented behavior. The result of the projection, though, can vary wildly. Some folks just shrug it off. Others hallucinate. And some lose control altogether. They'll lash out at anyone around them, but still be aware while they're doing it. Those cases, you'll either need to knock them out with EM fire, or free them by killing the terramorph.
So does this mean I need to worry about you turning on me?
I honestly was just wondering the same thing. But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a terramorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible. So we'll just have to make sure to watch out for each other down there.
All right, sounds like we need
Let's
to
do
hustle.
it.
That's what I've been trying to
That's
say.
unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
That's what I'm trying to do. Just let me go. Yeah, see, I really wish we had that ability to swap between weapons.
God, no time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and build some firepower. Let's move.
All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
You might back up. Don't just stand there.
Okay, there's Terramore.
It's here. Hold the line.
Can I do my power? Whoa. How are... I knew that was going to miss. Let's see, can I use my power again? Nope. Yes, I can. I'm hearing voices.
It's going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real. We have to put down that force.
I'm trying. Alright. Whew. This one's down. Okay.
Wait. Officer? Are you and this woman... experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, I've got one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Okay, I gotta get this EM gun. On a hot key. Guess we'll do it here. Okay, and then how many grenades? Only 3? Let's see. Do I have any other type of grenade? Not really. In numbers. More than 3. Alright, that's just going to have to do. I'm going to go ahead and equip the mines then. Alright. I guess this is the closest. Wait, that's not what I wanted.
All around. Nowhere is safe.
Dagnabbit.
All sides. They're all around us. Fall back. Fall back.
Not Not sure why my jetpack is not making noise, but oh well. Let's blow up that. Tank over here. Come over here. This way, Terramorph. This way, Terramorph. Oh, damn. Terramorph blew that up before I could.
Nice technique. Should try some flips.
Is Barrett shooting his gun?
Target down.
All right, get over here.
Nice work,
Dusty.
Captain.
Of course. I have room for that.
Yeah, he's got plenty of bullets. 777. This is case. I don't know if that means. Not familiar with that. Okay, you know what? I know what I can do. Let's see. Because if I should still have my Grendel, that takes 77 mm.
I don't want to even think about what would have happened had we failed. This was damn heroic, Captain.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
You all held the line. You're heroes. You're the heroes here, not us.
Certainly doesn't feel like it. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
All right, let's see here. Report to President Abello in the masked cabinet chambers.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes.
Wow, I wonder if New Atlantis is just right from now on for the remainder of the game.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people... Captain? Hadrian, it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Agreed, thank you.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, Today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
All right, if you're sure that's the wisest course of action.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us?
You can count on me, ma'am.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. We're dismissed.
All right.
Congratulations,
Hadrian.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer
exciting place to
Kulkarni.
be.
Start getting a plan together for that data.
I agree. That's a good idea. All right, so now we can go to the light and the darkness.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Finally, after all the...
Pardon. Chief Yassine, these orders... A Vanguard captain.
What is she lean?
You...
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
At least she's just
I'll
holding
make
her
sure
arm
they
in
get
the
what they
air.
require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs.
What are you doing?
I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the Cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
They're the repositories for all the banned data from the Colony War.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
You'd think they'd be clamoring to help after the spaceport attack. No problem, I'm just gonna need some electrodes, a tooth extractor, and some sodium pentanol. Sure doesn't sound easy. But can you tell me about these codes? Can we forge them? Nah, we're not gonna be able to do that.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate. And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here.
No
Though
problem.
that doesn't mean we can't get creative. But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Let's go Radcliffe.
Ah, the good Ambassador Ratcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
I bet she loves her job.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
All right, tell me about these other tools.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy
That's what I was
holding
talking
cell.
about with the stealth stuff.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with
I
you.
think that's going to be our way. That's all the info I need for the moment. Any other things I should avoid doing inside the embassy?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
And what can you tell me about this staff member?
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
All right, that's all the info I need.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise. And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Okay.
I'm so excited to see Tony after work.
Oh, you know what? We want to talk to Yumi too.
Ah, if it isn't my crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale.
Has there been any fallout from the Terramorph attack?
The whole department is in the process of recovering, myself included. If I'm being honest, I still have nightmares of my team turning on one another. Things can be replaced and wounds can be healed, but building back that trust in each other is going to take time. Luckily, we've built a good culture here, and we hired some new recruits who were inspired by what you did. I've got faith we'll survive this.
Do you have any work? I've got the time to help.
I do. Thanks to you, the spaceport is up and running again, which is good for commerce, but also for smugglers. We've received a tip that someone has been bringing in contraband into New Atlantis through the spaceport, and we need to investigate.
I'm a bit busy at the moment.
Not a problem, Captain. I'll be here when your schedule clears.
All right. What is this? Okay. Why did... we already talked to McIntyre, didn't we? Turn that one off. Hold on a second.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree?
Screw it. I don't know why it's not giving me... Yeah, okay, I was gonna say the elevator. It's right here. Why it wasn't giving me this mission symbol?
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Get out of my way.
Yes?
Captain, would you like to finish your briefing on the ambassadors?
I guess so. Fine.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
I thought we were just doing
When the
one and
rest
then I
of
could
House
come back and get
Varun
the other one.
retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
I'm sure you can reason with House Varun are people just like us. Why? What's wrong with House Varun? I say promising. I actually go with this one.
It's weird that we have to say that, but yeah, they're just regular people with different beliefs.
Of course, but there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Here's hoping we're not chasing a corpse. What kind of life signs did you detect?
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
Wait, has no one actually been inside the embassy?
The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
What do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I'll track him down.
I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there. Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
That was my plan. That's what I was trying to do. But you insist on having to tell me everything about everything.
War Memorial. We can stop to pay respects, if you'd like. We've come a long way since the war. It's astonishing. Every day that we all keep talking is a day we should celebrate.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Yes.
Sounds like it was a real mess down at the spaceport.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Supposed to. I'm here on behalf of the United Colonies. We need the Free Star Collective's help. Captain Palpy, UC Vanguard, you and I need to talk, Ambassador. You seem like a lady who wants to stop more Terramorph attacks. Well, I got a deal for you. I'll go with the first one.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The Eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants Terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You heard correctly. We need access to the archives. You need to help us, otherwise any more deaths are on your hands. Nope, they sent me to beg. Please, please. Huh, okay.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go? You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance, one, to convince me. Understood.
Thank you, Ambassador. Just hear me out.
I'm listening.
The Terramorph Xenoweapons project was a failure. That knowledge isn't dangerous. Are you willing to risk more deaths? Because that's what you're doing by not helping us.
The warmongers of the UC
Oh, come
will
on.
find a way to make it dangerous. You have my word.
All right, Otto's persuade.
A step towards better relations. I could see some value there.
You were a soldier. It was your job to protect. That's what we intend to do with this data. What happened here and in Londinian, it happened in the Freestar Collective unless you help us. I'm a Freestar Ranger. I know right from wrong when I see it. And the UC is trying to do the right thing here. I'm going to go with the easy one.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
What allows you willing to risk here because you have a grudge against the UC?
It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
Agreed.
Excellent. Follow me. They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
All right. Can't steal anything. Let's see. Wait, that looks like the artifact. I was thinking about switching back to Andresia. In fact, you know what? I still think that's a good idea.
Sorry, but I need sign off from the Affairs office.
Alright.
This space is a memorial to those lost during the Colony War. Your consideration is requested.
I want to hear one of my stories? Or do you have one to tell me? Go do your thing, friend.
It's unfortunate we're not going somewhere to meet the Varun or head, finding a way to their. Well, maybe we will find a way to their home system because of Andresia and her inability to return home.
Another day, another credit.
things for you.
The Greats, you need something, dearest? I have sharpened the blade for this very occasion. Just in case we need it.
You two go on. I have academic journals to review, and the galaxy's cheesiest bogey to devour.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable.
All right. I just feel like if we're going to talk to somebody from House of Varun or look for someone from House of Varun, it would be beneficial to have Androsia with us, since she is from House of Varun.
Captain.
Get out of my way, Vasco. Okay, let's see. Residential. Okay, you know what?
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please.
You know what? I think
Okay.
I just
No
fast traveled to the
bounty.
mast area. I think it's on near there.
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries...
The Great Serpent. You don't have anything to say, Androsia? Looks like the Watch Dogs logo. They weren't lying about the...
It is so strange that now, for all reasons, is my first time inside this place.
But the vegetation and overgrown. Alright, so he's gonna be kind of friendly. I guess he needs help. Oh, this isn't stealing.
It's been a very long time since I have seen one of these trees. And people be quite
Meet your death.
Oh, there's more than one.
Once again, we are triumphant.
Danger. Oh. To our right. Yeah, see, look at that. This is what I was talking about. Like, I didn't even mean to be doing that, but we're ranking up that sneak skill just by playing the game. And like I said, you kind of wanted to pick what skill that you want to use, and then, you know, you don't want to, let me try to say, you don't want to sit on your points without having a plan. And so you're going to want to have other backup ideas. So where to put your points while you're waiting to level up the other ones. Oh shit.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Should have crouched so we get another stealth attack, but oh well. Oh, hold on a second. I'm gonna quick save, not to save my digipix, but to just in case this is, because we're in an embassy, in case this is like a bad thing to do. Okay, so then we got 3. Okay, I think it's this one. Yep. And then a 2-piece. No. Yeah. Oh, turret controllers. For real? You made me do that for no reason. I thought that was a container. Inaccessible. For now. You know, if this dude's in trouble, you know, he's been trapped for all this time, that kind of shows why it's not a good idea to be so restrictive and not... Okay, well, I heard it, but I didn't know where it was. Hold on, I'm getting hit, aren't I? I'm mainly not taking like those gauges and magnets because of weight. What was that? Something nearby. I guess we have to do this. Alright, let's see. So if we do that, then there's 4. 2, close to... Nope, I don't think that's the right one. And 2. Okay, I think, yep, this one. Yep. There. Another 2. Yep, I think I see it. Yep, that's the one. There. And I think that one. Okay. And then a 3-piece. Oh, I think I see it. Our turret's activated. Deactivate. What? Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, this is where it was inaccessible. Key. Oh, there he is.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
All right. I'm trying to come. Start discussing. Oh yeah, have a seat, buddy.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence.
It's much,
I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Excuse me one sec. I was gonna say he's much more polite than I would have thought. And let's see here. The spaceport was rough shape, but not much else was damaged. Everywhere in the city is in better shape than this. Is that what happened here? Did you say that thing pouring out clouds upstairs is called a venom tree? Is it
Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand?
The spaceport is in rough shape, but not much else was damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you and your friend here.
You need not maintain a facade, Kasric. He knows who I am. Who I actually am.
Quite the breach in protocol, Andreja. Something I look forward to discussing further. Once we've established why it is you to have come waltzing through my door uninvited. Now, the broadcast earlier spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code.
Oh, I figured it out.
So, the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, Do I see this all clearly?
You do, actually. Correct. We're going to use the data on the archives to do better. Understand and stop these attacks. We're going to ensure something like this never happens again, and we need your code to do it. Bingo, hand over your code so you can get out of this place. Alright, correct.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement.
Of course you do.
For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter.
I wonder why.
We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy.
How about not killing people?
With little success. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You have my word. I will make sure it's used for good.
You have my word as well, and you know that you can trust me.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
Oh my goodness. OBS. Hopefully this mission will be over here
still
soon.
Works.
Oh, this isn't stealing?
And there. let it be used for good.
Sweet. I'm gonna quick save real quick. Because this really isn't stealing? Advanced Space Trucker Skip Pack. Calibrated Mercenary Pack. I want to try the skipped. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. Because, I mean, I could, but I guess it still doesn't. You know, I don't want to lose a 20 pounds of carry assist. All right. Can I get out here this way now? No. Ooh, wait a second. Is there maybe a key that we can find? Or it might just be something for later. Or perhaps it's just there and not really to be gotten into. Oh well. We didn't search every single little place, so it could be anywhere in the embassy, I imagine. I'll take that. See, just like that, we've passed something good up on the way in. I don't think the key is going to be in the bathroom. But then why is ammo in the bathroom? Didn't notice this either on the way in. No, it's probably nothing. Because that thing downstairs said key. It was probably like for the turrets, honestly. Alright, well, screw it. It's probably something really good in there, too. Oh my god. Alright, OBS is not wanting to work right. I think, let's get to the next stop, and then I might just wrap it up there for now. Okay, it's coming back. We're back in the green. It might just be a hiccup. I don't know. It's been kind of off and on all stream. I've been noticing the visual quality not looking so great and then bouncing back. So I wonder why it told us to come down here when we could have gone up to the main lobby. It doesn't matter. We'll end up in the same place. Oh, OBS is acting up again. Oh my god. Alright. Let's see what they have to say.
Okay. Hello.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
Code pieces from House of Ruin and the Freestar collected and ready to be deployed.
Lurking around in there. Fine work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
All right.
Hey.
I'm gonna push my luck a little bit further. See if we can make it to the next segment. I hope I don't have to physically remember anything. I hope it just, you know, does what it needs to do with me just pushing a button.
On the record?
What response?
If we happen to run by the SS and oh, it doesn't look like it. I was gonna say if we ran by the SSNN offices, might as well go ahead and do that.
Defeat at the Battle of Cheyenne by the Freestar Collective.
I thought I was supposed to walk up that ramp thing.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
Where's the monitoring station? Oh.
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Okay, good. I'm so glad I don't have to remember. There was a mission where I had to do a grav drive for... Don't even give me such for some colonists, and yeah, I literally had to write down what it told me because, well, okay, let's just say it was like this. If it said press 1, 2, 3, and it didn't. This is just a pure made-up example because I don't even want to try to come up with something in the wording that it actually used. But yeah, if it said push 1, 2, 3. Then you go to the terminal, it would say push the first, and then before you do the third, it was like just like what the yeah, like I said, I had to write it down and come back because
You may proceed, Captain.
What? Oh, the wrong door. Okay. Unit 18. Now I kind of want to get that master lock level so I can unlock those doors. where am I? You know what? I think. What are you doing? I think it's sending me down to the gnat. I think, but I'm gonna guess I can go up here and use the elevator. Yep.
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop the new alien attacks on the city. He said top minds were on it. Sure hope they know what they're doing.
Alright. Whoops, wrong way.
There you are.
Captain, Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Thank you.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
What is that?
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
Major, you may take possession of the Terramorph data. Made a promise, Harrion. Can you assure me this data will be used for good?
Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Oh, that's right. Citizenship. I forgot all about that. I'm gonna be a Starship Trooper.
Nice hat.
That's right, I am wearing a hat. I forgot. Whoops! Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do that. Oh well, that screenshot's getting tossed. They like to do these things out in the open sky. It's not a bad thing. It's just when I took my vow to the pledge to the Vanguard, we went outside.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
I'm ready.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now,
Okay, I'm not gonna worry
the
about
other
that
item
right
we
now.
needed to discuss.
I got
There's
the
a member
lodge.
of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
All right.
So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
I'll take it to my grave.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Oh, what the hell is going on here? Well, I hope you don't mind that my wife, Andresia, is gonna know everything. back to third. First.
Been up there, huh? Space? Must be cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's because you're a dork. Whoa, what's going on with those cups?
Are we at all surprised that the UC has such a massive space dedicated to secrets?
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor.
All right.
But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
Oh, they
Very
did
well,
take
I
care
will
of that.
wait. You go on.
I was not expecting that. Actually, I thought they were just gonna kind of just gloss over that. Although, do they really expect me not to mention it?
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom.
What
you
the
and I
hell?
should chat.
Who the hell is this?
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
No. Can't say that I do.
I'm Francois Sanon.
You know what? I was thinking that.
Most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace.
I mean, I was thinking this in my mind, but I thought, no, they murdered him. They killed him.
Colonies.
My God, the UC has been lying all this time. Sanon, that's Hadrian's last name.
Very astute. That's my daughter. My progeny. You've been working alongside.
Well, I kind of already knew that.
The nature of our little family.
Yes. She's told me she's your clone, yes.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a...
Okay, there we go. Phew. Yeah, OBS is not wanting to work. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry for the delay. All right, now we're back. All right. I guess we're just going to have to get done with this conversation and have to wrap it up. Okay, fine, I'm listening. Adrian and I are doing fine on our own. Every day I get a chance to work with me, living in a fish tank. Keep talking to you. Can you tell me more about this cloning program?
It was an attempt by the United Colonies to solidify its own legacy, forging a new generation of great leaders. They were raised by adoptive families made up of scholars and tacticians, trained at the United Colonies' greatest scientific and military academies, displayed incredible promise. But by the time the Colony War came to a close, there was only Hadrian. But that's ancient history now. You have much more pressing matters at hand, with which I can help.
Fine, I'm listening.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
I sure like the sound of this.
One task. That's all I require. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
I need to think about this. How about I arrest him and turn him over to the UC? How do I know you're not asking me to kill an innocent man? Why have me do this? Why not hand this over to one of the members of this recovery team? I'm gonna go innocent man.
Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat.
Why have me do this? Why not hand this over to the members of this recovery team?
Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps down the line, you might become a part of our team. And this might be something of a tryout.
Consider him dust.
Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system. There's a star station in the vicinity.
Yep, I'm familiar with it.
The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
No, he's not. No. I was going to say, he's not the bartender. That couldn't be right because I had to put up posters for him. And he was very supportive of Eyewitness. In fact, that's what those posters were about. Support for Eyewitness. All right, let's see. Let's go talk to McIntyre.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Okay, Andrea, let's go. How do I get out of here? This way. Alright, let's see. We need to go up to the top.
Yes, what?
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
There's an executed war criminal in your basement. Deputy, I was not prepared for that. Okay, there's executed war criminal.
Captain, please, keep your voice down. The situation with the prisoner is a complex one. A holdover from a different era. But it's a situation we've been managing as discreetly and humanely as we can for some time now. And the most critical part of that management is making sure no one else learns of it. Do I make myself clear?
The Freestar Collective at least should be told about this.
No, they really shouldn't. And bringing up what you've learned outside this building will make you, Captain, look like a crazy person. I don't want that, and you certainly don't want that. So you need to keep this to yourself. Now, was there something in particular you wanted to discuss about your meeting?
The prisoner asked me to deal with a Dr. Orleans. Figured you and I should discuss.
Dr. Reginald Orleans? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orleans is completely out of the question, but bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years.
That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return?
The location of Hadrian's old research team members.
Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
Didn't have anything else. I suppose to head to the den. Anything you can tell me about it?
The den? It's a star station. Orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade.
The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels.
But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. Patrols included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out.
What are the chances I'm being lured into a trap?
Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch.
So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed.
Didn't have anything else to
Then
discuss.
I'll bid you good day, Captain. And remind you of the importance of discretion.
Alright, boys and girls, I think we're going to wrap things up here. I don't want to risk the OBS any further than I have to. It's been going on and off all stream. Hopefully tomorrow or the next day we'll go a little bit... Oh, yeah. I was going to say it probably won't be till Saturday till I can stream again. But you never know. Cross your fingers. Maybe we'll get something done tomorrow. But anyways... until next time... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. Until next time, PalpyTeen out.